Well, hello Glue Troopers, and welcome back to the TARDIS. So, I got started on the PT-109. A lot of you guys may know that, if I'm not mistaken, Kennedy had actually gotten a hold of a Army or Marine 37mm anti-tank gun and put it on the bow of the boat because he wanted to give it a little extra firepower. Now this model doesn't have that. I think there's some versions of it out there that do. But anyway, I didn't want to necessarily make the 109 per se, so I'm glad this one didn't have it. It's more of a standard PT boat layout. This, as far as assembly went, was pretty much a day build. You guys know this, it's a pretty straightforward kit. The only problem I had, for some reason, brain lock, getting the cages around the guns, the right ones in the right place, and getting mated up despite the instructions. I was like, am I sure? And of course, once they're off the sprue, you're like, wait a minute, did I get my numbers mixed up? But of course, they have those weird guardrails, which I believe are there to keep the guns from being able to hit the boat, just like the cutouts on turret gunners on bombers. You know, they had little electric cutouts that would keep them from shooting their own tail off. Did not keep them from shooting the airplane next to them, what's happened from time to time. But anywho, this is pretty much assembled now. Made a great little day build. Actually, probably wouldn't have made a bad little road build, but the paint will come tomorrow, but I did want to start getting some stuff marked off. And I had seen a technique that I thought I would give a loose try to, and that's where you mount a marker at the waterline where you want it, and you just go around the boat with it, or the ship, and that way it should, it can follow the curves and everything. Unfortunately, the way I set this one up, the pen couldn't quite get under the bow in certain spots, but it was able to mark off. I did one side and then the other, and it was able to mark off the bow and everything. So now I've got enough of a guide that I can, when I tape it off, it should make for a nice straight water line. Personally, I think that's probably the trickiest part of painting a ship, unless it comes, of course, with a separate hole that's cut along the waterline. Waterline models are easy. Paint the bottom red or white or black or whatever the appropriate color is. But when you have a one-piece hull like this, and I think it's going to be the same with the PBR, the Pibber, is that you need to find a way to get that straight line. And it's a real, getting a horizontal straight line on a compound curve is a really tricky thing to pull off. So the PT boat was exactly what you expected to be. I'm not tomorrow. I have to go to work. I'll be gone for 4 days. I'm planning to take the Kafir with me to build on the road, assuming I have the time. Don't run behind schedule. And this is I'll be going up north, but overnighting in the south. So I'll hopefully find some time to just, the Kafir doesn't look a terribly complex model, and I'm planning to make it wheels up so I can put it on a stick, because we were talking about the live stream. I just think jets look cooler cleaned up on a, that's where they look sweet. And of course, that brings up the old debate about what's easier to display. Is it easier to display one with the wheels down, or is it easier to display one up on a stick with wheels up? And the nice thing about alternating them is you can put them amongst each other, because airplanes eat up a huge amount of real estate on the shelf. Well, if you got some with wheels down and some with wheels up, you can kind of put the wing tips together and then have the one that's on the stand in between them, and assuming you got the top side space, and that conserves a little bit of space. One of the things I'm thinking about doing here in the TARDIS to make more room is I have these shelves, they keep the models on both sides. Not a lot of room over here, but I could go buy longer boards and just make longer shelves over here by myself, in 6, 10, 12 inches, especially if you're dealing with 172 aircraft. There's quite a few extra models. I mean, it's a thought. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll come up with something else. I might completely rearrange the place. Who knows? But anyway, that's what I got done today, and hope you guys are having a great day. I'll see if I can get some content out while I'm on the road. No promises. At the moment, I am planning a live stream that Saturday night, and I want to thank everyone who made this one. And guys, take care of yourselves, as always. Model on. I got my shirt on backwards. What is with me keeping my shirt on? It seems to be a problem. You thought that nightmare was over. Blah. Jeez, almost. Steady. Don't move. Jeez, I gotta start running the air conditioner again.